whatever thoughts you have of the Wilsons, keep it to yourself or your wife or whoever else is in your home, that you just quietly speak amongst yourselves and not loud enough that it can be heard outside the windows. All right, so let's go on the record in the matter of the City of Lincoln Park versus Jason Cavender. Thank you. 25th District Court case number 25L3452 and 25L0578 and 26L0578, 26L0577. There may be a fourth case, 25L0796. I'm not sure. That's on this other case here. And so, counsel or appearance for the people, please.
Zelenak on behalf of the City of Lincoln Park. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. And appearance, counsel for the defense.
Good morning, Judge. Mazen Gates up here on behalf of Mr. Cavender. Who stands here to my left, to my right. State your name, sir.
Jason Cavender.
Okay, counsel, you appointed or retained?
I'm appointed.
Okay. I didn't have that information. Can you spell your last name, counsel?
GHAITH.
And your P number.
73845.
Okay, so I need to get up to speed here for just a short bit. This is a matter that's been reassigned to this court, because I seem to be things all disqualified cases, from the 25th District Court. And I'm showing a charge of disorderly conduct, tampering with, or malicious destruction of property on the 26L0577 case, date of offense January 30th of 26. Then we have on the 25L3452. The 260578 case, we have what appears to be a pretrial. Oh, no. Okay, these are all in the wrong files here. And that date of offense is also January 30th.
I'm sorry, Judge, what was the case number for the case that you were just referring to?
26L0577 was the first one. 26L0578, stalking, is the other matter. Then, so this appears to also be an arraignment pretrial. Then there's 25L3452. The date of this offense appears to be November 21st of 25, disorderly conduct. And originally Judge Clifton was the judge. Then this was already set for a bench trial for May 1st. However, this got reassigned over here. So let's handle the arraignment on the two matters from January 1st. But I'm not sure why all these other notices for all these cases are in one file. I don't know about that. Oh, because there's the victim's a court employee. That's why it was disqualified. All right, so let's handle the arraignment on the two new matters first, please. And counsel, I'm going to give this back to you to make sure that you have the court, the case numbers on there, please. Dave, if you can hand this back to the attorney so he can put the case numbers on there. Counsel asked the arraignment on both matters.
Judge, we'll stand waiver.
Okay, the court will waive the formal reading. Enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And then as to the pretrial.
Your Honor, on behalf of the people, may I address the as to the pretrial and in this matter?
First, let's address as to the pretrial, please.
Counsel has just spoken with his client today for the first time, so he's not in a position, I believe, absent receipt of discovery. He was reassigned. They removed the counsel from Lincoln Park and appointed him to represent. We spoke on his way in that he's been unable to get a hold of his client because the number in the file is the number for nursing home. He has not made contact. He would tell you that, so I'm telling you ahead of time. So although I'm prepared to welcome a plea of no contest to the charge, there's no other offer on the table today, Your Honor. We take whatever court decides beyond it. I'm sure counsel's not going to accept it, not having.
Can we make a copy of, actually, there should be three. There should be three case numbers on here, counsel.
Are we arraigning on the pretrial then?
No, this we have two cases.
Right, I thought it. My apologies, Judge. I thought you only just wanted for the arraignment on the.
Well, no, all the case numbers should be on here. So if you can make two copies, please. So we need to adjourn this for discovery then.
Correct, Judge. The number, like Mr. Zelenak said, the number that was provided in the file was not accurate. I confirmed that with Mr. Cavender this morning. We've been trying to reach out to him for the last week or so. We've been unable to. So this is the first day that I've actually spoken to Mr. Cavender. We do need some discovery, as well as Mr. Cavender does have some additional material that he'd like to consider. I'd love, if it is relevant, I'd love to bring it to the attention of Mr. Zelenak as well. Perhaps that would help us reaching a resolution.
And so, counsel, how long are you seeking an adjournment for discovery purposes?
Would court give us 4 weeks, Jeff?
Well, given that one matter has been pending for quite a while, and that the other matters have been pending since January, I'm not inclined to go out 4 weeks.
What available days does court have, Jeff?
Tuesdays are good days, if I speak on behalf of people, but 11 o'clock is probably a better time. For some reason, if the defendant continues with appointed counsel, their mornings are pushed on Tuesdays also. And I know the court has a busy docket on Tuesday. So if you did something at 11, I could come any Tuesday.
Well, fortunately for counsel, you're going to get your 4 weeks because 2 weeks, I'm in another court on a jury trial for yet another disqualification. I don't know why there's a magnet this way for that, apparently. The next week, the court's closed for election stuff, and that puts us at 4 weeks. So
Would that be
May
the
12th. May 12th?
That'll work for me at 11 o'clock, Your Honor. I know what I have that morning. So if 11 o'clock works for you, Your
Does
Honor.
that work for us?
Yes.
And I know I like being here at 8:30, but I'll come at 11.
11 a.m. on all matters. And then as to, well, first, you need a discovery order?
Yes.
Okay, there's one in the prosecutor's office. Did you grab one, Mr. Zelenak?
We'll get one and send it back into it.
Okay. And
Not for all of them.
as to bond.
May I address on behalf of the runner?
Yes, after I hear from Mr.
Oh,
Gates.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Judge, obviously, we're asking for a personal bond in this matter. Mr. Cavender has appeared, to my knowledge, for all his other court dates. And obviously, he is eager to get this issue resolved. So I don't see that he would, I don't see that he would be missing any court dates, Judge. I don't know that he's a flight risk or a danger to the community, Judge. I would ask for a personal bond in this matter.
Okay, well, I can tell you that it's likely that the May 1st bench trial is going to be off, just so you're aware, because that was what was scheduled on the 25 case.
Understood.
So, and I don't even see an ROA in here. Oh, here it is. It's right on. Mr. Cavender. Well, you did fail to appear January 22nd.
Yes, ma'am, and I didn't receive the paperwork from the city of Lincoln Park when I was supposed to come to that date.
The city of Lincoln Park or the 25th District Court? There's two different things.
25th District Court, madam. I've never missed any of my court dates on my, the appointed attorney.
Previous appointed counsel, Judge.
Made sure that I showed up to everything and I have done everything I'm supposed to do, madam.
Okay, I don't have the benefit, well, let's see here. The two of you are neighbors?
And
I seem to be a magnet for those cases also.
I think there's a sign on the roof of the courthouse next to the always open.
All right, Mr. Zelnok, as to, well, actually, Mr. Cavender, where do you work?
I'm unemployed, madam. I
When's
had
the last time you were employed, sir?
probably 3 years ago.
How do you support yourself?
My wife has been paying for me.
Okay, and why haven't you been working, sir?
I have tried to put 155 applications on Indeed alone. I have not been, I just did an interview yesterday. I never get called. I can pass the piss test. I can do any of the other stuff. I never get, I don't know what you're talking about. No one's hiring.
Well, lots of people are hiring.
I've done over probably 300 different job applications on the 3 different, computer sites, and I don't know what to tell you now. Get any calls back. I do interviews and then that's the end of it.
Okay, and are you currently out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No, ma'am.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Zelnok?
Thank you, and Your Honor, I don't want to either punch down or punch up, but the defendant in this case has an apparent dispute that ran through even into the lobby of this courthouse today and uttering obscenities towards the victims in this case in the courthouse this morning and had to be instructed to be quiet by one of your court officers. It continued, or it started in the parking lot here today. They're next door neighbors. He's a renter. They lived in the home they owned for 37 years. One of the victims is a court officer in Lincoln Park. And the defendant, it's egregious if you were to read the substance of the allegations as to how 2 neighbors can't get along, but that it should continue. The things should happen that are alleged by the victim, female victim here in the case, and the male victim, and the damage to the property, and the disregard for the tones of civil society by the defendant. So he'd ask for an instruction that he not have any contact. I know you can't stop people from looking cross-eyed at someone, but beyond that, there's no reason to utter obscenities, to call them names, similar to what was said in the allegations of the complaint in the halls of the court here today, in the parking lot, or in their neighborhood. They each own a 40-foot lot. He may not, but he lives there and he's been there for 10 years. The second issue that we're concerned about, and I don't want to offend the MIDC lawyers who do this as part of their living to supplement their income, but on the application for counsel, I was told at the court, he just listed 0 for everything, no assets. I know he owns a truck, a couple of jet skis. He grows plants in his house. It's hard for me to believe because I don't know any court officer who has 2 jet skis or a truck, which is a business truck, nor that they would turn down a job across the street or the gas station who's got a now hiring sign, or over at Starbucks, or over at Krispy Kreme. So I find that it's easier when you don't have any skin in the game to push the limits of the matter, reject plea bargains, set matters for trial. I think either this court or the Lincoln Park Court should reevaluate whether there's a true affidavit filed for financial purposes, to receive court-appointed counsel, to retain their own counsel, because this is truly a next-door neighbor dispute. And it seems just the next thing we probably can do is have Uber Eats here, maybe Uber drive the defendant to the court since he has no assets. And I'm not punching up or down here. I just think it's grossly unfair to pick on a neighbor to do the allegations that are here, then come to court and say, I have nothing here to pay for anything for me.
So, Mr. Cavender, you keep shaking your head.
Sir, this whole,
First, I'm not a sir.
ma'am, I'm sorry. This whole dispute started with the homeowner.
Listen, I don't want to know about the whole dispute. We're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
Were there comments that were made by you this morning?
I didn't say anything to the man. He's always staring at me, trying to start a problem, madam. This is the
Hold on.
way it's been.
Pause. This sounds eerily familiar to another set of neighbors that I have matters with from Riverview. So, if somebody's looking at you, sir, that's not an invitation to start something.
I understand that, ma'am.
Did you open your mouth and make any comments at all
I didn't make,
in the vicinity of the victims?
no, ma'am.
Not at all.
No, ma'am. I didn't say anything to the man.
Mr. Zelnok, what is it that you're referencing?
What did he say? I think, may I bring the victim forward, Your Honor?
Of course.
Indicate was her first.
Of course.
You're gonna give your name, speak clearly.
My name is Dwayne Wilson,
All right, can you please spell your first and last names?
D-U-A-N-E. Last name is Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N.
Thank you. And what is it that Mr. Cavender, that you heard him say to you?
Well, I read his lips on the way in.
No, just say what you heard.
Today, I looked over at him and he said, "Fuck you, asshole."
He
That's what
said it loudly, or he was
he
moving?
said. It loud enough.
Please let me finish. Let me finish, please. Only one can be picked up on the recording at a time.
But that's what I said to you too.
Stay muted, Mr. Forbes. Did Mr. Cavender verbally say that to you? Or did he look in your direction and did he mouth those words?
He looked at my direction and I heard him say those words.
And were you outside in the parking lot or inside the courthouse?
We were inside the courthouse.
And were you in the lobby?
We were right in where the chairs are, yes.
And so, where was Mr. Cavender sitting when,
Sitting in a row of seats in the back. And I walked towards the front,
in the back, meaning
the back part of the lobby,
the one closest to the doors, the security area?
yes,
Okay. And then you were in the front, closer to the courtroom doors.
yes.
And at what point did you, so Mr. Cavender was there, he arrived first?
My wife and I were in the courthouse already, and then he came in a little while after.
Okay, so you were already sitting in the front row?
We were sitting in like the third row, and when I walked, we were going with Mr. Zelenak into the office.
Okay. And is that when you heard Mr. Cavender make that statement?
Yes,
Was his attorney here yet?
no ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Cavender, did any of that occur?
No, ma'am. This is what I've dealt with the whole time.
No, listen, it's yes or no.
No, ma'am.
So none of that occurred.
No, ma'am.
This individual just completely made all of that up.
I was sitting there in the.
No, excuse me. So you're telling me that Mr. Wilson made the entire thing up just now?
I didn't say anything to him, madam.
Yes or no?
No.
Did he just make the entire thing up?
No, I guess.
Okay, so what is it you said to Mr. Wilson?
I mouthed coward to him. That's it.
Okay, well, he was to the back of you.
He was in front of me,
Well,
walking
I'm
into
sorry.
the next office.
Excuse me. He was in front of you. His back was to you.
No, he was looking directly at me, staring at me the entire
So he was walking backwards to the office?
time. He was walking across this way, staring at me like he always does.
Mr. Wilson, were you, when you were on your way into the office, were you looking at Mr. Cavender or were you looking at your attorney and following your attorney?
I was looking at him.
Why?
I didn't stare at him. I looked over at him.
Okay, but for what purpose?
There was no exact reason.
There's not any reason to look at
Yeah.
him. None. Because that seems to be what sets off Mr. Cavender to start running his mouth then. Mr. Cavender, because somebody looks at you is not an invitation for you to start saying derogatory statements to them. You're in a courthouse, not a playground, not a bar. Keep your comments to yourself. Keep your comments to yourself when you're at your house.
I do.
Don't write on chalk. Don't write with chalk on the sidewalk. Whatever thoughts you have of the Wilsons, keep it to yourself or your wife or whoever else is in your home that you just quietly speak amongst yourselves and not loud enough that it can be heard outside the windows.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes, ma'am.
you and your wife, when you are leaving your home, don't even look in the direction of the house of Mr. Cavender. There's no point. Clearly, the two of you don't get along. Right? And there's zero benefit to looking in his direction or looking to see what he's up to or anything else. Is it frustrating? Sure. I'm sure you're both very frustrated, all of you, very frustrated. But that's one thing you all have in common, at least, you're frustrated. So there's one common ground there. All right, so the court's going to, and Mr. Wilson, I will say that I am going to presume that one of your levels of frustration is statements made toward your wife, which I can appreciate your frustration with that. However, communicate with Mr. Zelnak if there's any violation of this court's order or any perceived violation of this court's order or something that you're frustrated with, because as a prosecuting attorney, he will have to know that information and then he can communicate with the defense attorney. Do not take it upon yourselves to communicate with Mr. Cavender. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Cavender, do not touch property that doesn't belong to you
Yes, ma'am.
at all.
It was on the property, ma'am. That's why I brought the landlord.
Do not touch anything that does not belong to you. If there is a property dispute, okay? How about you all bring for a surveyor and split the cost? How about that?
I have that, and also the reason I had to touch the property is because it was against my vehicle, ma'am. I couldn't get my vehicle out of the driveway. These stakes.
We're not talking about the facts of the case. I've made that clear. Do not touch property that doesn't belong to you. If you think it is on your property, take a photograph and send it to your attorney. And then your attorney can speak to Mr. Zelnak. Because we can't have any communication between the neighbors. That's not going to happen. And Mr. Cavender, you are going to have to also submit a copy of your income tax return, some assets or anything of that nature that you have so we can determine if you are appropriately ordered to have an appointed attorney at public expense.
Judge, what date would you like that submitted?
That has to be submitted by April 17th. I don't accept zeros filled in everywhere as appropriate. Do you own jet skis, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there monthly payments on those?
They're 35 years old.
Are they insured?
No, they're broken. They're both broken. They're worthless.
Okay, then indicate that specifically.
I did that on the paperwork, ma'am. I did. I wrote all that on my paperwork for the application for then Lincoln Park when I got
Okay,
this.
I don't have a copy of that, so,
Well, I did, and that's not the truth of what he said.
sir, as I was saying, I don't have a copy of that, so that's why I'm asking for you to submit that information.
If the court's got their own form as far as for consideration of appointed counsel, can we have one? I will have him fill it out and detail it, and then we'll also submit a copy of his income tax returns by Friday. So
We can do that. Bobby, can you just see about getting a copy of that form that we have? Please, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to order a $7,500 personal bond on each case with the bond conditions that this court set forth just a short moment ago regarding, no assaultive, threatening, abusive, or intimidating behavior towards victim, not to enter the property. Do you have any firearms or any weapons, sir? I'm going to specify no verbal or nonverbal communication. That means any gestures, any mouthing of words or otherwise. With either Mr. Wilson or Ms. Wilson. All right, so you can have a seat, sir. You're going to get paperwork to fill that out. You're also going to get a copy of the bond conditions. What I'm going to do is we're going to make 4 copies. That way each attorney has a copy, and then there's a copy for each of the files.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
did you want him to fill that out here, or I thought my suggestion would be that he filled it out and like he submitted it along with the other.
That's fine, but he has to get a copy of that paperwork before he leaves.
Okay, and then can I email it to the court, Judge?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, I just need this, can you guys include the email that I can send it to, please?
Our email's online, counsel, but it's 27dc@lion.mi.gov. So 27 District Court at lion.mi.gov.
Okay.
I'll give it.
Email address.
Your Honor, hey, indulge the court in having counsel either deliver my copy of the order or I'll come back to you. I have to go to the funeral. And we'll sign a discovery order or approval and bring it for the court's signature now. And if I might be excused then, Judge.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.